Middle East is incredible territory. There's a lot of people there who privately are seeking something better, and we need to find ways of touching people's lives and hearts. Out of 545 million people, we have about 3,700 Adventists. That means we have one Adventist for every 147,000 people. If every member were faithful with the Gospel Commission, at least once a day to share a simple gospel message with a friend or a neighbor or a coworker, it would take us more than 400 years to complete the task. The book of Acts shows this beautiful pattern. The apostles, they prayed, they acted, they obeyed, and out of that came incredible church growth. It's clear to me that unless we follow that same pattern, that we will be missing the main dynamic element that is a foundation for ministry. You know, the first part of this year, we organized 10 days of prayer, and we repeated it through every field and institution in Middle East. And God was so faithful to respond to our requests. We saw practical things like Sabbath exam changed for a physician to take national boards. We saw the clearance of shipments that had been stuck in the port for a long time, so our schools could have buildings that volunteer groups were coming in to build. We saw churches revived and people coming to prayer meetings that were organized for the 10 days of prayer that had never been in a church. They just suddenly, we heard you're praying, so we're coming, and churches were revived. We had prayer groups literally all over the Union that started as a result, and in many places they have remained. My experience as a pastor coming into some churches that maybe needed a little bit more life, it was prayer and outreach that caused the renewal in our churches. I cannot imagine starting a new church or pastoring a church unless prayer is a vital component of it. If prayer isn't there right now as the foundation of your church, try it. God will show His faithfulness to you. He will revive your church. He'll show miracles that maybe you didn't notice before. He will also be willing to show His glory in the community through prayer process, and it's awesome when that happens, because then other people in the congregation, they start to notice, they start to see something, they say, this is a God I can follow. This is somebody I want to worship, and the church grows out of that.